Assalamu alaikum. This is English Literature lecture number 2 for grade 4 and I'm covering last story of this novel named as Pocahontas. This unit comprises of 3 chapters, chapter 10, 11 and 12. I'm going to cover in this video sentence making, summary, question answers, dialogues and reference to the context. I have taken out some words from the story and you students, you have to make sentences out of these words. I will just tell you meanings of these words so that it will be easier for you to make sentences. Number 1 is sailing out, sailing of a ship. Number 2 is leader. It can be a boss, chief of any army, of any group. Third one is argued. It means to give reasons, to convince others. Fourth one is moment. It means a brief period of time. Fifth one is friendly nature. Number six is accident, any unusual incident. Last one is frightened. It means afraid of. As I cannot read the whole chapter because time is short, but I'll tell you summary of this chapter so that you can also write on your own. Pocahontas was a daughter of an Indian chief Powhatan. She was only 12 years old and they all lived in Virginia. When Englishmen settled in Jamestown, Powhatan and his brother Opeconcono became their enemy. Her father and her uncle didn't like them. They wanted to kill John Smith, the leader of Englishmen, but Pocahontas saved his life. She loved John Smith and she wanted to marry him. John Smith was friendly towards her, but he didn't want to marry a little girl, so he left Virginia. One day, tensions continued between Englishmen and Indians. An English ship Captain Argyle, kept Pocahontas on his ship. He demanded the guns back from Powhatan, but he refused. Pocahontas learned to live in a new home and was given English name Rebecca. There she met a kind man, John Rolfe. He married Pocahontas and they had a baby. John Rolfe took his family to London. The environment of London didn't suit Pocahontas and she became ill. They went back to America. During their journey, she died on the way. I have taken out 4 questions from the chapter. Question number 1 is write down character sketch of Pocahontas. I have just given you a word bank so that you can make sentences out of these words and write a good character sketch. Brave, helping, intelligent, taught many things and learned much from the Englishmen. Question number 2 is how was Pocahontas died? She died due to weather conditions. The atmosphere of London was not suitable for her, and there are also some other reasons you can find out from the book and write them down. Question number 3 is why was Opeconcono against Englishmen and why did he want to kill them? He was frightened that Englishmen would rule them. They would become their boss, their leader. That's why he wanted to kill them. Question number 4 is who was John Smith? I told you in the summary about John Smith. He was an Englishman. He was very brave and Pocahontas wanted to marry him but he didn't. And you can find out answer from the reader, from the summary, wherever you find easy. These are some dialogues taken out from the story Pocahontas. Identify who said to whom. The first one is done for you. Rest of the dialogues you have to do by yourself. This year 150 men came to our country. How many will come next year? This was said by one Indian to another Indian. Rest of the dialogues you will do by yourself. Here comes RTC. Explain the following lines with reference to the context. Yes, you can marry him. We need peace. The English and Algonquin must learn to live together. In reference, you know how to write a reference. You will write a story name and you will write the writer's name, which is Philip Popescu. In context, you write who said these lines to whom, as these lines were said by Powhatan to his daughter Pocahontas when she came for taking permission for getting married. In explanation, I have given you some lines. You can use these lines. You can take help from the reader. You can read the summary once again if you want to write explanation. John Rolfe wanted to marry Pocahontas, and she came to her father for taking permission, and her father allowed her by saying these lines, and then you have to explain these lines, that how he gave permission to her by saying what did he say. You have to write an explanation. With this, our course is finished. I'll make revision worksheets in my next videos, and students can solve those worksheets on their notebooks. For more videos and updates, please subscribe our channel at YouTube and do visit this link which is given below.